Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and last night was extremely wild. I couldn't believe what happened yesterday. Today, Bitcoin's crashing a little bit, and Bitcoin might keep coming down a little bit. Folks, it's September. This is what's going on. But on top of that, there's some other drama unfolding. Besides some of the crypto drama with Ben Armstrong, which we'll talk a little bit about here today, there is some bad economic data, folks. And so now there's some banking CEOs that are trying to scare people, saying interest rates could continue going up. There's a lot more to talk about today, and we've got a lot to go over, guys. I've got my coffee. I had a little bit of a late start today because, frankly, I was gathering some of these stories for you. I just bought my first investment property. I'll share a little bit about how that came about with you guys. It's my first house, townhome, how I came across it, what that process was like for me. If you guys want to get some investment properties, what this could look like for me, what this could look like for you if you want to do it down the road. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a real estate guy yet, but I do one day want to have a massive real estate portfolio. That is a long-term goal because at the end of the day, guys, it's all about making sure that you are receiving passive income, your money is working for you, and we can live and enjoy our lives instead of stressing over the day-to-day paychecks. That's why we're in crypto, guys. Not for this drama that's going on, not for the craziness that's going on, okay? And it's terrible, it's tragic, it's sad. Bitboy was arrested last night. Ben Armstrong was arrested last night. Now, a lot of people have a lot of strong feelings about him. I am going to remain neutral on this to the best of my ability, but we'll call it as we see it, guys, okay? We'll call it as we see it. And we got to talk about some of these stories. There's a lot of things breaking out right now in stories, and there's going to be a lot more news to come. One thing you can say for certain, folks, this is not a boring bear market. This is not a boring bear market at all, guys. If you like crypto, tap that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more crypto content. Let's get into some of these stories, folks. Betty Blue Eyes, Just Looking, Cryogenics. Welcome, everybody. Timbo, Sushi, Satoshi. We got the whole Crow fam here this morning. Welcome, everybody. So Bitcoin's down a little bit, down to $26,154 right now at the time of this recording, at the time of this stream. Got some coffee. Ethereum's below 1,600 still. Now, for the last couple months, I've been saying we're coming lower, and here we are kind of coming lower right now. Maybe scooping up just a slight bit right now. We'll see if we can kind of sustain that little rally. But Bitcoin's got a lot of fear. And if I can just zip away from crypto markets right now, I think we got to look. Well, first of all, I guess you'll see Bitcoin's price, just trying to decide what it's doing at some of these key levels. But it could break down. If it breaks down below this $24,500 level, then we're tumbling down at least to 21K or so, most likely. So we can keep an eye out for that. But let's look at some of the bigger picture stuff that's going on right now. And I think I'm a little laggy today. I don't know. Can you guys let me know how the audio is? Am I cutting in and out? I don't know what's going on. I think it's raining over here, so my internet's acting up. But on a broader scale, the S&P 500 is coming down, guys. And historically, we've said the S&P 500 and the Bitcoin price are correlated to a point. And if the S&P 500 is bearish, good morning, everybody. Welcome if you're just joining us. If the S&P 500 is bearish, folks, though, you're going to see Bitcoin likely tumble down a little bit as well, okay? Now, Jamie Dimon is coming out and giving warnings. You can see this story right here, that the Fed could still raise interest rates sharply from here. Now, one thing we've been talking about a lot is these Fed interest rates, because at the end of the day, inflation is bad. And the only way to battle inflation is for the Fed to raise the interest rates to try to curb this inflation issue. Now, we're looking at data that's coming out on how the effects of these interest rate hikes have affected inflation. Are they helping with inflation? Some of that data has been promising. But there has been some kind of disappointing economic data that came out here in June, and maybe we're not totally out of the woods yet. We even in the last FOMC meeting saw that Federal Chair Jerome Powell said that, the hope of lowering in interest rates next year is kind of pushed out. I think that he says that interest rates are going to be more elevated for a longer period of time than previously expected. So maybe Jamie Dimon is right with this. But I'll tell you guys, I hate this man. He has bashed Bitcoin, and I frankly don't like to believe what he says, and I don't necessarily like to believe what the media says. Let's wait to see what the Fed says, and our next rate hike will be coming likely in November, and there should be a rate hike coming. We expect at least one more rate hike, but are there going to be sharply raised interest rate hikes? Is it going to be a lot of interest rate hikes like he alludes to right here? I don't know about that. But the S&P 500 is scared. It's falling down right now. The Dow is down 250 points. People are worried about the Fed shutting down and the government going on a break, basically halting and not approving a budget, leaving government workers out of work, on furlough, state parks closed down, all these things. I see Arieso says, buy the fear. Yeah, I mean, sure. These markets are down right now, and these are bear market dips. And I like to buy these dips. I don't know about you guys. I like to buy these dips, but in the meantime, what are home prices doing? I'll get to my purchase recently. I just bought my first investment property. I'll share some of those details with you guys. Home prices are at a new record. I honestly think that these are going to keep going up. Maybe you could say, well, Crypto Kip, you just bought this thing at the high. You just bought a house. How could you buy a house when these interest rates are so darn high? How could you buy a house when these prices are out of control? Frankly, guys, inventory's down. I don't see inventory getting any better. People are aggressive when it comes to buyers fighting on houses. People are still battling over houses, guys. These prices could keep going up. So I wanted to kind of get off zero. I wanted to hedge my crypto bets, get some real estate. I need a home. I'm tired of paying rent. Right now, I'm living at a family member's place. Essentially, me and my wife, we are living at a family member's place. We're paying all the expenses for this place. We're not getting charged rent, so we've had an opportunity to save. It's been spectacular. But even that's not going towards anything. I wanted to build up my real estate portfolio and get off zero. Now I've got one, we're going to live in this, and in a year to 3 years, probably in the next 2 years, probably at some point in the next bull market, I'm going to take a stack of cash, pay it down, and try to rent it out. We'll get into more of those details specifically later because I want to share that strategy with you guys. But the S&P 500 is coming down right now, guys. It is down 1%. Dow's down, NASDAQ is down. Everything's down because there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear, guys. And what I also wanted to share with you is that banks are still trying to box out crypto. So again, we say buy the fear, buy the dips. Dr. Crypto saying buy the dips. Quant on sale says Crobo. Everybody saying RSO, DCA is the guy. I love what I'm seeing in the chat, guys. Chase United Kingdom is now going to block crypto payments, citing fraud and scams. Look, there's been a lot of scams. There's been a lot of fraud. There's been a lot of hacks. That is what you get with crypto. There's also a lot of fraud and scams and hacks and things that happen in these centralized entities too. Let's just not ignore the whole 2008 financial crisis where we just let people borrow money willy-nilly. Banks didn't even care. You get a loan, you get a loan, you get a loan. The whole thing tumbled down. And then we bailed out all the banks. Let's not forget that. So this whole thing is a sham. The whole system's a scam. Let's be very real about this. And so what's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the off-ramp, guys. Bitcoin's the off-ramp. That's why we're so passionate about it here, the Crypto Report. That's why we decided to create this channel, because we see the future of this asset class. We see the implication that crypto and Bitcoin bring to the table. And it's pretty significant. Now, the banks will continue to battle us. They'll keep calling it fraud and scams. And there's some fraud and scams, guys. That's for sure. That's for sure. But there's an opportunity. And Microsoft could potentially see that. Microsoft potentially has some crypto plans. Guys, I did a little short on this last night, but I want to bring this to our live stream today because not everybody sees the shorts. But leaked documents reveal that Microsoft has plans for an Xbox crypto wallet. That'd be pretty cool, guys. And you see, obviously, Elon Musk and the X Everything app integrating potentially crypto payments into that. That is the direction this is going. If you are a tech company, you cannot help but adopt this technology. That's just how this is going to go. And so Microsoft is likely building out some crypto products. Everybody's still, all this FUD, all this thing, UK, Chase Bank blocking out crypto, all these things we see. We're still moving forward and building in this bear market, guys. That's what's going on. CZ came out. I want to share this with you guys. A big hack. HTX Huobi Global suffered a loss of 5,000 Ethereum. Now, what is crazy about this, guys? And I called this out on the channel. What's crazy about this to me is they renamed their exchange HTX. Why? Why would they name it after like almost the same name as FTX? I have no idea. It makes no sense to me. What a terrible branding idea, in my opinion. Okay? But Justin Sun rebranded it to HTX Huobi. And now CZ got this tweet, which, I mean, was crazy. A week after you rename your exchange FTX, they lost 5,000 Ethereum in an $8 million hack. They successfully recovered the losses incurred from the attack. And they resolved all related issues, and all users' assets are safe. So no need to panic, I guess. But CZ said that, he'll help tracking down any hacker funds, and he wants to support it. But there is a case to be made. There is still a Wild West situation going on here, guys. On top of that, and he's doing a great job staying a part of the news here, another hack happened that CZ decided to come. This. Another hack happened yesterday with Mixin. I am not familiar with it. It was hard to understand. A decentralized peer-to-peer network had a database which had been hacked, can lose half of users' assets. Not everything that claims to be decentralized is. Now, this is a very interesting point, and here's what I'm going to show with you guys now. I'm going to go over to DeFi Llama, and we're going to look at what's going on here. So, remember, guys, we talk about the Cronos chain all the time and how important it is for the crypto.com coin and for the growth of this project into the future. We talk about this a lot. Now, when you look at what's going on right now in some of these top chains, you can see some of the big ones. Cronos is currently number 10, which is great to see for Cronos. We're kind of wavering between number 10 and number 11. But Mixin is number 16. Mixin was, I believe, ahead of Cronos. But now they're gone because truly they weren't totally decentralized. And they got hacked, they were compromised, and so security is going to be important, and that's going to separate the men from the boys. At this point, Mixin looks like it's not in a good situation. 60% outflows from the total value locked up into this chain, which is absolutely crazy to me. This is going to be good for Cronos in the long term, but it's a bad look for crypto, okay? So be careful with DeFi. Not everything with DeFi is totally decentralized. You got to be careful, guys. You got to do your research, okay? But I want to share some of those stories with you on that. Now, aside from some of those things, and yeah, there's a lot of negative news today. The positive news is you have an opportunity to buy the dip, guys. But I want to thank you, Benny Blue Eyes. I appreciate the feedback on that. Thank you. Guys, Ben Armstrong was arrested last night. This was absolutely insane. This was absolutely insane, guys. Bitboy Crypto was arrested last night, which is absolutely mind-blowing. And the truth is, guys, that... Sorry, give me 1 second here. The truth is that this is a very complicated story. Now, I don't want to get into all the details right now, but he was arrested. And this is a pretty breaking story. Now, there's a whole story posted here. I'm going to do a video on this later today, but I wanted to get that out for you guys. Now, also, his previous partner, TJ, went on Altcoin Daily and confronted, TJ directly. And now you get to hear both sides of the story. And we're going to go through all this, guys. We're going to go through all this. But you know what? Really, guys, there's more to this. I'm going to share this with you at another time. Everything being said, guys, the bear market is crazy. The bear market's crazy. It's a wild time. Don't get scared out. That's all I got in this one, guys. I am Crypto Kid. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, folks, you got to remember to DCA HODL, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you next time. Peace.